vengeance.
Gold!
Hello. Okay, great. We're all here now. Hi, everybody. Can't hear me over music. What music? I'm gonna turn me up. But what music? There shouldn't be any music playing.
I don't have any music.
Nope. All right. Mic is too far away. No, it's on my headset. It's just a different mic today. I couldn't find my regular mic after Friday's setup. So, hello everyone. Oh, my my intro music played a second time. Okay. Well, good to hear y'all. Good to see y'all. Let me mess with my sound settings and see if I can turn up my microphone. But while I'm doing that, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by a very special guest this morning. I'm very excited to have her on. Say hello to Katrina Dennis.
Hey. Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm okay. I'm doing great now. Thank you. I'm really, really excited to be here. And hi everyone in the chat. Nice to see you, meet you, etc. Yeah, I'm super hype about this because I have my own personal history with STO and with you and with Star Trek, and I'm really happy to be here to
Star
tell
Trek.
you
Have we done
all
anything
about the
with
new
Star
thing.
Trek before? That seems unlikely.
Yeah, I thought you were like a Flash Gordon fan channel. I don't.
I probably should be. That Queen soundtrack is awesome. But anyway, we are here to
Fair.
talk about a fascinating new thing that you're doing. Now, you all may know Katrina from, popping up in chat every now and then, from her starring appearance in STO, from many different conventions and podcasts and documentaries. But we're very excited because you are now, for the first time, launching your own product line. Tell us a little bit about Boldly Go Beauty.
So Boldly Glow Beauty is a product line for nerds and by nerds. I was inspired by the multiple Star Trek makeup line or Star Wars makeup lines and the singular Star Trek makeup line to create a beauty cosmetics and skincare line that is specifically for the nerdy persuasion. So cosplayers, gamers, storytellers, tabletop players. I wanted to create products that were inclusive and accessible, but also something that like the highest level cosplayer could use, and also like the a super casual gamer who does not wear makeup but is looking for nice things to do for their skin. So yeah, our first line that we're going to talk about today is exactly that. This is a line of lip balms that I created, so that everyone could really have access to it and get that first sort of taste of what our brand is going to be dealing out. So yeah, I'm
That's
really
awesome. So,
excited.
how do you create? I'm curious about that. How do you create makeup that fits for that whole gamut of people that goes from like somebody like me putting on eyeshadow before a Broadway rave in LA to like somebody doing a full glamour shot for Comic-Con.
Yeah, I mean, I've done so a little bit about me. I was a massive, like, nerdy tomboy growing up. I did not touch makeup. I had no real education on it until I started working at Sephora in Times Square when I was in my 20s. It was a long time ago, folks. And and though I don't know that they do this anymore, but back then Sephora held like weekly educational classes
Oh,
on
that's
all of
cool.
our brands so that we knew them, yeah, top to bottom. So I started as a cashier there, but I became so fascinated with makeup and beauty because at its core it's science, and that really like clicked, like the magic in my brain started sparkling, and I got really into like these one-on-one classes that we would do, and learning about whether, like, if someone comes in looking for a blue eyeshadow but they have oily skin versus dry skin, which shadow would I recommend to them so that they would have, minimal chances of reactions, but they'd still get that same bright blue. So yeah, that's sort of where, my perspective comes from, is like, how would I talk to Katrina who was 15 and Katrina who now like knows how to do like full drag glam, so a lot of our products, when you receive them, it won't be happening with this line because it's lip balm, it's pretty cut and dry, but we'll also
Cut and
include like
hopefully not dry.
source books. No, yeah, not dry, cut and very moisturized. But we'll be including guides, like game guide sort of deals, like you used to get in the
Oh,
PS1
sweet.
games, that'll teach you how to use the product and like
Judge,
inspire some,
jury,
like, here are three looks you could
executioner.
create with this product. So I wanted to formulate something like that so that, it could give high level folks inspiration, but it could also be that welcoming brand for people who haven't quite touched makeup but are kind of interested in it, or new cosplayers, or people who just want to like look fancy on stream or at a show or something like that. So that's really where that came from. And then the accessibility is, it's part that and part making sure that this brand is vegan, it's cruelty free. If you have allergies due to being vegan, I'm 5 years old,
It's fine.
you're
Clearly you
still
are,
able
because
to
you
like
referenced the PlayStation 1 there, and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna crumble into dust over here. It's fine.
we went to a museum a little while ago, me and Thomas and Nick and Donnie, and we there was a PS1 era like exhibit, and just like inside of my core I felt like it was rotting. I was like, oh my god, am I old enough to be in a museum now? Like,
I was playing Dress
oh
to Impress
man.
last night, and the category was 2010's TV show, and one of the people in chat was like, "I was born in 2010," and I was like, "That's cool. You'll
Oh,
just die now."
ouch. Oh my god. Someone posted today like, "Oh, people who were born in the year 2000 are turning 25 this year." And I'm like,
No, they
"Tell
aren't.
them to
Shut
stop.
up. Yeah,
Stop.
you're
Be
not allowed
quiet.
to do that anymore.
1995 was 10 years ago. Be quiet."
Yeah.
But
Uh,
yeah, so with this first line, I wanted it to be very introductory. I wanted it to be something that like everyone could use. And the I think one of the key points that I haven't touched on yet is I wanted to make collectibles that people could use. You have statues and ships and stuff that you'll put on shelves and look at, and it's beautiful. But if you have one of these in your back pocket, you still get to express your fandom while also getting some use out of like this cool little like lip balm tube. So yeah,
yeah, you get all the joy of pulling a giant Eagle Moss model out of your back pocket every 2 seconds.
exactly.
Yeah. So I got a question from chat. I think there might be a slight confusion. This isn't like, you're not designing makeup to be used for like prosthetic special effects. This is mostly like glamour and beauty makeup, right?
Yeah, so this is all cosmetics, glamour, beauty, makeup. We are looking to move into skincare as well. So the product that we're going to talk about today is both like beauty and skincare in that crossover, sort of. And yeah, and so it's not we're not creating Ferengi ridges or anything, though. You could use this in conjunction with Ferengi ridges. So there's that.
Yeah, yeah. Karengi need moisturized lips too, uh, for
Yeah,
all
they
the
do. They
for
really do.
for all the kissing. Uh, so, uh, all right.
Oh
Well, I got this lovely package from you the other day. I almost showed the other
man.
side of it, which would
Mhm.
have my address totally on there, and that would be terrible. Um,
Oh
but actually, before we go through this, Trexpert had an interesting question.
yeah.
How does one create a skincare makeup line? Like, do you call up and say, "Hey, Maybelline, I want to create a makeup line"? Like, what's that process like?
So there are a few different routes you can take into creating makeup or skincare lines. You can create them yourselves, which is what I did with Bridge Crew. Like I made it myself here in my home, looked up FDA regulations, looked up some recipes, and formulated something that I think is really special. And that I part of the reason I wanted to go with lip balms first is because I tend to have a collection of lip balms where, I'll use one for a little while and then like an hour later my lips are dried out. And that's how
Yeah.
big lip balm gets you. So I wanted to create a product where if you had one of these in your back pocket, I keep looking down at it, but if you had one of these in your back pocket at a cosplay, at a convention, you could, apply in the morning and not have to worry about it until noon or something like that. And so, so you could make it yourself. You can also go out to vendors, which is something that we will be looking at in the future, who will manufacture your product from the design to the actual creation of like the formulation. My recommendation would be to find a lab that's local to you that you can actually travel to, see their facilities, see how they're working, and just be really hands on with that process. You can also go wholesale if you want. That's when you buy a bunch of beauty products wholesale and then just kind of slap your label on it. A lot of folks do that, which is totally fine. It's not something that we're going to be pursuing with Boldly Glow, but it is something that people do and are very successful at. So,
Nice. So, okay, you
yeah.
said you made these yourself, which now gives me an image of you and Thomas's living room with a bunch of beakers in front of you and smoke pouring off. How does one actually like? You don't have to give away your trade secrets and your ingredients and stuff, but how do you make lip balm at home?
Yeah, you're almost right. I was actually in the kitchen doing this. Yeah, a lot of it's so funny because a lot of it is like stovetop sort of magic, like
Okay.
you brew it up in a way that like, you'd also make a soup or something. You use the appropriate pans and bowls and things like that. But yeah, I mean it's just about making sure you have the right ingredients, making sure you're using the right amount. It's again a lot of math and science. When I finally hit like the formulation on this, I swear to God, I had like a Doc Brown moment where I was like, "It works!"
Just arising from the haze of smoke and
Yes. I'm pretty sure Thomas was up here doing work in our office and then just like he heard like it works out of nowhere and like he came down and was very concerned, but it was just me in like I wear a KN95 mask while I do this. I wear gloves. So I look like a mad scientist while I'm doing this. Like I wear special glasses. I try to keep it as sanitary as possible, and so he like ran downstairs and I was like, ha ha ha. It's real, it works. And then of course, when you're creating these things at home, you want to do test phases. So thankfully I was able to reach out with to a bunch of friends who like had diverse sort of sets of like allergies and all of this, and they were willing to test this product for me, and not one of them died. So I'm very proud of it.
Could you
I
imagine
got
that's
I
my
got
lip
some
balm?
really yeah. I mean, that feedback was super valuable to me because it helped me, change exactly how much of certain products would go in. So like, a little feedback that was like, this it doesn't run as smoothly as I like my lip balms to be, was what made me change how much like cocoa butter was in this product. So, yeah, so it's that's sort of like when you're making it yourself, you want to do your own phases. Thomas was definitely a guinea pig in this. I would run upstairs every like 2 hours and be like, try this and put it on his face. And and then my friends who I was able to reach out to were super helpful. I sent them a really detailed survey and thankfully they were patient enough to fill it all out. And now we have the Bridge Crew collection and it's completely finalized and finished, and I'm super super excited to release it out into the world.
That's
So
awesome.
yeah.
Stu says, "Yeah, that's what friends are for, to test your science experiments." And yes, that is exactly true.
Exactly, Stu.
All
Hi,
right.
Stu.
Well, I am now going to do our unboxing. I'm going to open this beautiful gradient envelope you sent me, and let's
Woo!
dig around inside for some cool stuff. Ooh, I got a nice
Yeah,
card.
thank
Should I look at the
you.
card on air, or is it like?
I mean, it's just me saying thank you. It's
Oh,
nothing super special. I just, with my so Mike has an influencer package and, it's very bare bones, but I wanted to try and include a little extra thank you to everyone who is promoting this. So,
did
yeah.
you send this envelope? Because it smells amazing. Or is that just the lip
Oh,
balm
thank
there?
you. I think it might be the lip balm.
That's amazing.
The science lip balm that you'll see in a moment. I actually keep them in a box with lavender shavings, so it might be that because I wanted it to like really hit with the lavender. So
All
yeah.
right. Well, we've got three lip balms in here. Sorry, I forgot to take those out of the beautiful bag on camera.
No
But
worries.
let's go
Yes.
through them one at a time. Trexpert wanted to know, presumably this is as yet unlicensed, but hopefully one day. Um,
Yes. So as yet, it is unlicensed. I do have some really lovely contacts at Paramount. Part of the reason I started this company was because last year, if anyone follows me on Twitter or I'm not there anymore or on Blue Sky or whatever, but last year I created a TNG makeup collection that was inspired by Elcar's displays and stuff, and I put the concept on Twitter, and so many people liked it that it got to the Okudas, and my Okuda was like, "I want two of these," and so I I found a really great, lovely makeup company that I was going to work with, and they had a connection to Paramount, connected me to Paramount. I delivered like a 42 slide marketing or product deck that included like, here's how we're going to do the marketing, here's how we're going to, package it, blah blah blah. I did like all that work, and then I walked into that meeting, and the Paramount reps were like, "Oh, you're the one who did all of our work for us." So they were really excited about it. But the makeup company that I was going to work with unfortunately shuttered back in January, and I was like, what am I going to do? I really I want to get this out into the world. So this is my initial start to like
Fine,
creating a
I'll do
makeup
it
brand.
myself.
Exactly. Absolutely that, like TNG's 40th is coming up in a couple years, and so the goal is to make sure that this company does well so that I can approach Paramount again with that and say like, "Hey, I've got a company. I made this much money. Here's my margins, blah blah blah. Make TNG collection happen, please." So, long and short of it is no, it's not licensed yet. But this is a Trek inspired
Yes.
lip balm
Therefore,
collection. We're
completely
using
legal.
very careful wording.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely legal.
uh, I will make it legal. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't be quoting Star Wars on here.
I mean, this morning, not to deter us too much, but like that Andor trailer where Krennic says resistance is absurd, I was like, that's not how that goes.
oh,
Oh man.
Trexpert says TNG was wrapping up season 4 when he was born. Shut up, Trexpert.
Oh, right? Be quiet. I was born a few months after TNG started, so
I think I was born a few years before TNG started because it was like 88.
it was 87 when it
Okay,
first like the pilot went live. And then I was born a couple months later.
that
So,
makes sense.
yeah.
All right, so let's go through these. First of all, we've got this is our starting one. This is a bit science colored, you might say. Now, what product is this?
Yes. So this is the Science Lip Balm. I am really excited about this one. I sure hope you're holding up this one because, like, I actually
Oh, you
can't see
can't
your
see me,
camera
right? Yes, I'm
on
holding
my
up the blue
display.
one right now. Katrina, sorry.
Yeah. So this is science. It is, of course, made as a nod to this not only the science division, but if you look at the pips, it is a nod to Beverly Crusher specifically,
Nice.
because I love her. And so this one is flavored with lavender edible essential oil. That's probably what all the fragrance was when you open your package. This is actually like my favorite. I love the TNG science color specifically, especially in like the later seasons where it gets a little more like tealish. I It's one of my favorites. So I wanted to create like very subtle nods to certain characters with this line, and so this is my Beverly Crusher nod and dedication. And I love her. She's so
And
cute.
all of these are named after different ranks in
Yes.
Starfleet. So
Or
which one?
different divisions. So we
Oh,
have
okay.
science, yeah, science, command, and
Oh,
operations
you know what?
are the line.
Understood. Yeah,
Yeah.
I was looking at the wrong thing. I
Hmm.
get it now. All right. And so, in addition to science, we of course have. Okay, so this one, I know this is operations, but I looked at it and immediately said like this is just data in stick form. Uh,
Yep. Yeah. I actually, yeah, I think. Okay, wait. Data did at some point have the rank of lieutenant commander. I think. I can't remember. But this is actually a Geordie lip balm because
oh, of course.
there are the lieutenant commander pips. So yeah, this one is scented in orange. So if you're more citrusy, this one's for you. So yeah, okay, good. He was, thank God. I haven't had my second coffee today, so I'm just like, was it Worf? Was it Data? Was it Jordy? I know it was Jordy at some point. Like we have a lot of operations people on TNG.
Yeah,
But yeah,
you should just.
so this is my nod to everyone who has held that rank. I am sort of thinking of doing a bonus like operations design with Worf's bandolier and choosing. I have
Oh
another
hell yeah.
flavor that I just haven't used yet that came in my essential oils collection that I got. So I'm thinking like maybe I'll do like a limited run of like a Worf
I was
inspired.
gonna say you gotta put the visor just along the cap right here.
Oh yeah, and the visor for, yeah, that would be sick. Yeah, so this is our operations. It's citrus flavored, and again, like a lot of the whole inspiration behind this was like, if I'm at STLV or Star Trek The Cruise or something like that, I having this in my back pocket is really fun because it's a collectible, but it's also something that I can use on the go, and it's small enough that like you can just take it anywhere. And most of our collections going forward are going to be a lot like that, where we're kind of thinking about mobility, and we're thinking about being able to like show your fandom off when you take it right out of your pocket. So yeah.
Nice. Yeah, this is definitely one of those. People talk about T-shirts being nerd secret handshakes. Like this is definitely one of those where
Hmm.
somebody's gonna see that and be like, "Is that? Is that?"
Exactly, exactly. I try to do that with like my fashion choices and all of that, like very subtle nods that like
hmm
if someone knew the thing and knew I liked the thing, they could come over and become my friend. So,
Yeah, this is how we make friends because we're too scared to talk to people. So we buy products to show them instead. All right, finally we've got Command here, which obviously the best division.
yeah. I love Command. I do have a lot of like Command style like sweaters and things like that. I've got the El Hoffer
oh,
sweater
nice.
in Command, which I just love. So yeah, so this is Command, 4 pips for Picard. So this is for the captain in your life. It is peppermint flavored, which peppermint is like my favorite lip balm flavor, and I figured it would be one of the like most popular, so that's why I chose it for Command instead of like science, which it was considered for science for a moment, and then I thought about lavender and how it's known as like a healing property in
Ooh.
herb. So that's why it's in science, because it's again, this is a Beverly Crusher nod, so I really wanted to kind of be very intentional with the things I chose for each division. So yeah, this is Command, and it's in peppermint.
Ooh.
And I just love it so much. It's my favorite. I made like a whole bunch of these so that I could keep some. So
so is
like a bunch of
so is the initial
yeah.
product launch, which is on April 5th, yeah? On the initial
Hmm.
product launch on April 5th, are these all going to be individually handmade Katrina lip balms?
Yes, these
Oh
are all
wow.
individually handmade, especially with this line. I didn't try to stock up too much. I wanted to, it's the first line in our beauty brand thing at all. So I have some that are pre-made, but when you order these, the chances of these being like freshly made to order are going to be extremely high. I wanted to just see what the demand was for it, and if there's, if I get a bunch of orders, that's fine, because thankfully these are incredibly easy to make. So I will say that when you do order them, expect a 5 to 7 day wait time for them to ship out, because I will be making these as you order them. But yeah, these are 100% by me in my little kitchen lab. So yeah.
That's awesome. You're getting a ton of requests in chat for different flavors. Somebody wants a Picard flavored Earl Grey,
Ooh.
or one.
Oh.
Somebody wants a Riker bomb with pomade. Oh.
I don't think that's healthy. I,
The point
I
was
gotta
for
think
her
about
to
that.
not kill anyone with these.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to murder people with this lip balm collection, but it is a creative idea. I will give you that.
Yeah. Well, that is awesome. I think I am going to try out the peppermint one here.
Yes. So
Very
when you're
exciting.
trying them out, make sure you just twist the label, and then your pip should stay right in place. So it'll go like,
They sure did. Look at that.
yay.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh, my hands are sweaty because I'm nervous. Hold on. There we go. Okay. Yeah. So you'll twist your balm, and your pips will stay right on top, and then you just pop it off and try it out.
Oh, snap. That's really good.
Thank you. I'm so excited for people to like try these, and I just, like I said, I wanted to create something that you could keep with you all day and only need to use a couple times a day. But yeah, this line is very special to me, so I'm really
All
glad
right.
you like it.
So someone has requested a Janeway lip balm. I'm going to let you guess the flavor on that one.
Oh, I haven't. Okay, I'm not looking at the chat, but I'm gonna guess it's coffee
It's coffee.
flavored, which I
Yes.
can absolutely do, by the way. Yeah, I mean, if this line does extremely well, I will be looking at doing like other Star Trek shows or Trek inspired bombs. So yeah, just help me, show me that you want this, and I will make sure it happens. I have a lot of really fun ideas for things that aren't just TNG inspired. I'd really like to do a vintage style, like retro futuristic collection based on like TOS.
Yeah.
So I was looking a lot at like, I ended up getting really obsessed with Marilyn Monroe's makeup collection that she used. And so I created a makeup collection that's like, well, what if Uhura what would Uhura's makeup look like?
Oh,
What
that's
would Nurse
cool.
Chapel's makeup look like? And I tried to think about, Yom and Rand. What are they using? Because clearly they're wearing makeup,
Yeah.
eyelashes, the whole shebang. And so I tried to like put my head in the space of like, what would those retro futuristic concepts be? So yeah, I have that's in, on the backlog of things I'd really love to do. I have in the future we're going to be releasing some things that are not Trek. We're doing a bookish bombs collection where we're doing tinted lip balms. That's going to be the next one that's coming up in summer, and it's based off of book tropes. But we've also got a starship collection that is based on various starships from different
Ooh.
sci-fi and space fantasy properties, and that's going to be our first gloss collection, which I'm hoping to release before the end of this year. So
That's
yeah.
awesome. I'm very excited to hear more about that, especially when I can get made up like a bird of prey. Uh, uh,
Absolutely. Oh man, I'm thinking real high pigment with this. Our mutual friend Kareen is known for wearing like blue lipstick and lip
yeah.
glosses, and she personally requested like, I need something super high pigment. My favorite like lip gloss has been discontinued, and I need something new. And I was like, ha 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 ha, don't
I will
worry.
make this.
I'm like, I will make it for you. And yeah, definitely going to be doing some Enterprise inspired glosses, some Falcon inspired glosses,
Nice,
some
nice.
Outlaw Star inspired. All of
Ooh.
the spaceships that means something to me. I want to create like a gloss for them.
Yeah,
So
you're just gonna
yeah.
have to create a lip gloss for every starship on my staircase. That's the
Yes.
end goal.
That's a lot.
Every single one, and there's like 7 birds of
22
prey,
line.
Katrina. Uh,
I think a bright green lip gloss with like sparkles and
mm.
holographic like pigment would be so sick for like a bird of prey.
Oh
So
yeah. Oh, that'd be
yeah.
cool. Or
Mhm.
yeah. All right, I'm tempted to throw different starship names at you, but that would be, too much for now. I'll let you.
Look,
I'll let you.
the guy
Come
who
up with your
sits
own
at the
ideas.
computer next to me, yeah, the guy
Yeah.
who sits at the computer next to me will have plenty of recommendations, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So I've total, and I'm looking at chat too, taking notes.
You could make a Ramona suggested an Oberth lip gloss. I assume that would be made with nightshade and cyanide. Uh,
Mike, I have to repeat this. I'm not trying to kill people.
but it's an Oberth.
I would
That's
love
all it
I would
does.
love for you to say like it's like the old Daffy Duck adage where it's like I can only wear this lip gloss once.
Yeah, exactly. All right, well, I'm holding them up again. I know you can't see it. I'm sorry about that, but here are the lovely Boldly Glow Bridge Crew Bomb line. These are coming out on April 5th. Where can people go to find out more info about them and to sign up to get notified when they launch?
You can go to boldlyglowbeauty.com. So boldlyglowbeauty.com. And there's just a little sign up form there that you can get your name and email into. And we will. I'm not much of like a wow, I need to write newsletters every month kind of gal because I do that for like 5 other clients. So we won't bother you too much, only when there's new stuff coming up, especially on launch day. And as a bonus, if you're signed up for the newsletter, you get early access to this collection. So instead of April 5th, you will have access on April 4th to come in and buy as much as you want.
Mm, that is
Hmm.
awesome. Well, that is very, very exciting. Katrina, if people want to find out more about you, where should they go?
Yeah, you can find me anywhere. My username everywhere is
Anywhere. She's just
Okatrina.
behind you right
Anywhere,
now.
everywhere. I am lurking in the shadows. I've moved my office next to your office. Yeah, I'm all over the internet. Okatrina, OHCATRINA, here on Twitch, on Blue Sky, everywhere that you can find me. I will be there
And you should
lurking.
definitely check out, I'm going to do a quick shout out to you. You should definitely check out Katrina's streams as well because they are awesome and very cozy, and I really
Mm,
enjoy watching them.
you, yeah.
we should
I
do
I
a
stream when I can.
we should do a Dreamlight Valley team up sometime.
Yes, I want to do a valley visit so bad. I've been working so hard to decorate my valley, and I just want someone to go and be like, "Gee, you're so good at this game, Katrina."
I will definitely do that for you, and then you can come to my valley and go, "Oh, this is cute, Mike. What you've done? I can tell you worked so hard and had so much fun."
Oh gosh. I'm sure it's wonderful, Mike.
Well,
Come
thank
on.
you. All right, gang. Well, Katrina, thank you so much for joining us. We are going to take a quick break while I get set up with casual SAB, and then we will be right back with some Star Trek Online. So we'll see you in just a
Yay!
moment.
Ta-ta!
Bye.
Oh
Hello,
yeah, especially
everybody.
warp core.
Are we going to be able to hear Mike here? You should be able to hear me. I don't know. Can they hear me?
Yeah, they should be able to now. Can you say
Okay.
something again?
Hello, hello. It's me.
Should be good.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much for the follow, Fringle, and we are back. Hello, everybody. The name and small picture you see on the screen is Casual SAB, who is joining me today for the stream, as well as I am also joining him for the stream. How you doing?
Oh, pretty good. It's been a long day.
Oh, is your day just ending?
No, just already like this morning was just hectic, but it's been good.
Well, good. All right, my notification sound is apparently too loud. I haven't had that problem before. I'll see if I can fix it, gang. Um, but yeah, so today we are going to be diving into talking about the ship that was named after me, obviously, and nothing else. Um, the USS Vengeance, which is a ship that I've had for a while but have never had a good build on and just always blow up on. So I'm going to see if Spencer here can help me.
It's a great ship. Amazing ship.
Excellent. Let's see. Creator dashboard. Let's edit alerts. Is there a way to just turn down alerts overall? Okay. That should do it, I hope. Make sure it's true for subs as well. Looks like it is. Okay. Great. All right, well, let's dive on in.
So I guess the first question I would have for you is, what sort of builds do you like to fly? Are you more of a beam person, cannon? What's your general preference?
Generally, I'm a fast, beam person, which I know is not perfect for the Vengeance. The what? Sorry, hold on. Something weird's going on. Okay, there we go. Which I know is not perfect for the Vengeance. I know the Vengeance is a little bit slower, a little bit tougher. You know, yeah, I love cannons, cars. You're right.
Well, this is a great ship, by the way, and for cannons, that's anyone that knows me knows that's my preferred way to play. Beams can work,
Oh, okay,
but definitely if you have the ability to slot cannons on a ship, it's better to slot cannons.
great. Well, basically everything you can see it all here. Everything from my bird of prey build got swapped over, except I have to discard some stuff because my inventory's full. But yeah, everything from my inventory, from my bird of prey got moved over. So you can see on the shared screen, kind of what all
Yeah.
I'm rocking with here. And then maybe we can figure out where to go from there.
So your other isomags, what modifiers do those have? Because it looks
Those,
like you're doing phasers on this.
yep. These have. I don't see any modifiers. Tell me if I'm crazy.
I see cannons on that one. Yeah, I mean for a beat or for a CSV build, the cannons mod is fine.
Okay, great.
Now, have you picked up any of the ships from the 15th bundle?
No, I have not.
That's fine. The Corolla from that, if you happen to have a coupon or something, that has a really good console on it that is really nice for phaser builds. It's broadside, and even on a cannon build, it can do quite a bit of damage.
Okay. Warp Core, I don't know where you heard that I like beams. I've usually done cannons, except for maybe many years ago when I didn't know any better. Um, but yeah, this build, somebody was asking where I got this build. We have a stream where Mara of Mara Make Stuff came on and helped me through building with what I had. So some of this stuff, like the reflector and impulse and all that is not totally up to snuff yet, but it was what I had at the time.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I should probably be flying different traits than I do on my cloaked Starship of Death. So, what would be? I don't have much on here that's not cloaked Starship of Death. Now that I think about it.
You have Withering Barrage, so that's your firing mode extender. That's really important. Do you happen to have like the Discovery D7 Merc Worker flight deck carrier?
I might. I should. Let me find out.
I think I saw you had like a bunch of
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
MUDs
right.
boxes.
Yeah, I do. That's in one of the MUDs boxes?
Disco Inferno.
Okay. Let's go. I think I may have transferred that over already, because somebody else was talking about it. Nope, never mind. Okay. Really wish I could just discard these. Replicator real quick and clear out some space.
Kel, it's probably because the link chats, so anyone we have banned probably carries over to the other for the duration of the stream.
Oh. Okay. All right. Well then, take all these.
Okay.
Let me go to my
So let
bank and
me
get that.
just pull up here.
That disco.
Yeah, I can power level that for you. Like, you don't even have to put a build onto it. We can just team up, go into a patrol,
Okay.
and I can just power level that for you.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I didn't know that was possible.
Yeah, so the trade-off of the D7 Merc Worker flight deck carrier is the ruin of our enemies, and basically every time you get a kill, it's giving you a damage buff. So, especially with an AoE focused build like CSV, with the cannons, you can rack up quite a few kills. That is going to give you a really large damage buff, but also some cooldown reduction every 5 kills.
Okay. I am not seeing Disco Inferno. To another ship, did I? Was the Discovery D7,
It was a promo ship at one point too.
yeah.
Yeah, if you don't have it, it's no big deal. We can find some other traits to work with.
Okay, yeah, I don't think I have it.
Okay, so with the traits you do have, if you can pull that back up.
Yeah. Wait, I have it, Juwala? Hold on.
Oh, did I miss the icon? It's coming through a little bit stuttery through the Twitch
Through the share.
screen sharing thing. Yeah,
Um,
it's fine.
Oh, yeah, there it is. I definitely have it. All right, let me ready that up then.
Yep. Let me get you in a team here. Okay. I'd use a friend there.
Sweet.
And send you a team invite.
All right, let's do it.
So I'm gonna set the difficulty to advanced, and let's do a rescue and search
Sounds
in the
good.
patrols window.
Kel MG, in terms of holo buffs, I think any holo buffs y'all request, people will look at adding into on Deca if there's enough requests for them. Thank you very much for the follow, Spud SC.
You'll have to join the patrol on your side. It won't drag you in
sorry.
when I go into it. Oh, no, you're fine.
How do I? Sorry, which patrol? I was looking at chat.
Rescue and search
Okay.
on advanced difficulty.
There it is.
And Steven, thank you for that sub.
KLMG, it's just something that was a command that was added to my chat because folks were asking.
Reading. Sensors are
S-
clear. 2 of our ships.
Wow, yeah, I really don't have to do anything, huh? Folks were asking a lot of questions if I still work the cryptic, so it's just a gentle reminder that I don't. Don't worry, you haven't broken any rules or done anything wrong.
Klingon vessels are warping into your position.
Yeah, the ability to team up for patrols like this makes it very, very convenient to grind out the
Yeah, no kidding.
ship mastery.
Hey, unexpected bagel, welcome. Spud SC, what did I say? Oh, your name. Oh, cool.
Our systems are coming back online now.
Under the circumstances, I think.
If you
So with this one, it's basically just infinite waves over here. You just have to
Bad news,
stay
I'm
5
afraid.
kilometers away so they don't hit you with
Approaching
the
our position.
viral impulse burst, but
Okay, and then they'll just keep spawning.
yeah.
Oh, I did not know that. Probably because when I was community manager, y'all wouldn't have told me that.
Well, it's how this is designed. It's just it's for that static time period.
Yeah. I can hear you frantically hitting spacebar. It's amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no! Don't apologize. That's Star Trek Online for you, baby.
Yeah, it really is. It's probably because the it's not picking up my background noise filtering because it's not going through OBS or Discord.
Oh, I think I got hit with the viral impulse burst. Bye.
Yeah. Would it shoot you really far? Yep.
Yep.
But you can see just the specialization experience just
Piles in.
he's climbing up over there.
Yeah.
The only downside is when you're doing this, you do have to have someone that's on the same faction as you. So on the KDF side, it can be a bit more difficult sometimes to find someone to do this with, but on the Fed side, it's much
Pretty easy.
easier.
Yeah. So are you currently playing a Klingon flying a Vengeance?
Yes, I am. Klingon Romulan, but it's good. So it's a good ship. I haven't flown it too much recently, but with how the meta has developed, like it works really good.
Yeah, I tend to fly ships because I love them, not necessarily because of the meta. So, like, you know,
Yeah.
some folks were in here, some folks were in Blue Sky earlier saying, "Oh, you should do the World Razor," and I'm like, "That one's not named after me." So.
Even with the meta stuff, like, you know, some folks like myself will chase that quite a bit, but there's so much power creep in the game nowadays that you can make any ship you want super effective.
Speak like a Klingon, but I'm also a Buccaneer. All right, hold on. Klingon, matey. That's the best I can do.
Do you by chance happen to have the, I know you have the POV and Omni, do you have the Tholian core from last year? Because I forget what set it was.
Most of the stuff I have on
Gotcha.
this character is stuff that was not stuff I had to activate.
Let's deal with the stragglers.
Gotcha.
shall we? I think that was the
Hopefully
last
that
we
got it for you. The experience looked to be a little bit lower than normal, but
Yeah.
should still be good.
Are you showing my stream on your stream?
Yeah.
Okay, because Max
Yeah,
said
I
it
was showing your screen.
Said that it's kind of jerky.
A little bit laggy.
Yeah, maybe the best
Yeah,
thing
let
to
me just go
Go
back
ahead.
to mine.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe the best thing to do is just to, if you guys want to watch both, just have one open in each
Yep.
in a window, and then mute one of us.
Got it sorted.
All right, let's see. Not. Oh no, yeah, totally unlocked. All right, so we have that trade now.
Okay, so you can swap back to your vengeance, and we can see what the other trade situation is.
Okay.
But yeah, that right there, that is a good trait to have unlocked for any of your builds.
Evasion specialist, or
The Ruin of Our
Remove
Enemies
our
one we just
enemies?
unlocked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to remove Hunter's Instinct here because I'm just not going to be cloaking
Yeah.
as much in this ship.
Just seeing what else you have. Evasion Specialist, I would drop.
Okay.
And if you could scroll back down, Strike from Shadows, that'd be fine to put on for now. I reckon you probably have some other lockbox ships there that you could probably get some good traits off of.
Probably.
But yeah, another big one is the Mirror Warship. That's 15% crit chance and 75 accuracy.
Damn.
Like
Yeah, that's
really,
pretty good.
real easily. Yeah. That's a big boost to any build, and it's like one of the first ships. Like when a new person's coming into the game and they're looking at their event campaign, that's one of the first ones they should be getting.
Okay. We should probably put some bridge officers on this ship. I didn't realize there was nobody in the stations. So. What do we recommend here?
So when you're building ships nowadays, there's two mindsets. One of them is unconventional systems, where you have a bunch of control abilities on there, so you can spam your universal consoles more. But I think you'd probably want to go the other route for now, which is just a more like classical setup. So on the commander engineer with intel, I would do in that first slot. Emergency power to engines. Yeah.
Okay. This one? No, that's
on the commander. The 4.
Okay. Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah, the one with 4.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thought I had.
Yeah, just do you have an engineer that has intel trained?
I don't know if I do. Yes, I do. It's this one.
Iraq, it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah. So you're going to want to head down to the BOF trainer on Kronos.
Yeah, Ramona, that's probably exactly what was happening, is me just flying the Vengeance and being like, like getting up from my chair, running over to the tactical station, firing some torpedoes, running over to the to Helm. Folks from my chat, make sure you give Spencer a follow, and if you haven't already, I know we have like 22% the same viewership, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And if you're watching me for the first time and you haven't thrown a follow yet, I would love it. No, Charos, no chairs for you. That's what you get for being an Iconian lover.
Yeah, and I mentioned this on the news video yesterday, so hopefully there was a couple follows over on your YouTube as well.
Nice, thank you.
Oh.
All right, so we're looking for intel abilities, intel space.
Well, you're going to want engineering space first. So in the very first slot, you're going to want emergency power to engines.
Got it. Is there? Yeah, one.
Yeah, just the first one.
Yep. Nope. Inventory full. Hold on. Gosh darn it.
I had that problem recently. I had to go in and dump so much gear onto just random old ships I haven't flown in a while.
Yeah. I feel like I shouldn't dump these Bowel anti-proton beam arrays, but they're just basic. Is that okay to dump, or should I look for something else?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, those are the non-upgradable ones you got with the ship, I imagine.
Yeah. Alright. These are also non-upgradables. Call. These so I can recycle them.
Yeah, standard issue should always be discarded.
Cool.
But there's only a few cases where there's like a standard weapon on a ship where there's no other way to get those weapons.
And then those are the ones you want, yeah.
Yeah. And in most of those cases, the weapons are still not upgradable. It's just that those are the only ones out there. Like there's an Ethereum ship last year with with proton weapons on it.
Oh yeah, that's the only proton ones.
Yeah.
All right, we got emergency powered engines. What's next, my friend?
I would do weapons 2 for the second slot.
Okay.
And then after that, on the intel side, they're going to both be rank 3 abilities, so you're not going to be able to buy those.
Oh, okay. Why not?
I'll send you a copy here. Just give me a minute. You have to craft them.
Oh, okay.
You can't buy them from the vendor.
Got it. Well, thank you very much for sending them to me then. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. You might even have it. So override subsystem safeties 3 is the one that'd go in the third slot.
Okay, let's make sure.
How would you say your survivability generally is in combat?
Not great.
Okay, then for the fourth ability, I'd probably do reverse shield polarity 3.
Okay. Which is engineering ability? Yeah. All right, let me do that.
Yeah, engineering. See, do you happen to have that already, or OSS 3 override subsystem safeties?
Override subsystem. No, I don't think I do. I didn't see it.
Okay, give me just a second.
Oh, and reverse shield polarity 3 also has to be crafted, huh?
Yeah. There's going to be other abilities to buy from the vendor, but let me just get this sent to you quick.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay, they're in the mail.
Thank you. SFC, I would say
No problem.
those things that like upgradable proton weapons, make sure you remind folks about it, because you know, there's been a bunch of system designer changes, so whether that was the plan or not, it might not be the plan anymore.
Yeah, there are a few weapons like the narrow angle phasers that can be upgraded, yeah.
Shield polarity 3. Great.
Yeah, so reverse shield polarity is just really handy. Now, for the other seating here, let me pull this back out. Do you like to run a torpedo on your builds?
I haven't usually, but I could be talked into it. They seem cool.
I mean, if you don't, that's better. I'm happy to hear that, actually. It makes things easier.
Hey,
So
Grand,
on the,
Grand Admiral Nimitz, welcome, welcome. Sorry, please continue.
You're fine. On the Lieutenant Commander TAC there, the
This one?
middle on the left,
Yeah.
for that, what I would do is in the very first slot, I would just have Fire at Will 1.
Okay.
Then Attack Pattern Beta 1 in the second slot, and Cannon Scatter Volley 2 in the third, which you already have there, so.
She's set up for that, but let's see if I need to do anything else with her, or if I can do. Alright. So, you said attack pattern. Yeah, she doesn't have that.
Beta 1 in the second slot, yeah.
Okay. Oh, in the second slot. Okay, what was the first slot?
Beam Fire at Will.
Beam fire. Oh, yeah. Fire well. Okay, grab those. Attack pattern beta 1. What's the difference between beta and
then-
delta?
So Beta is going to debuff everything you shoot. Delta is only going to debuff things that shoot you. Even for the tanking playstyle, it's generally preferred nowadays, meta-wise, that you just run Beta pretty much on everything, because you're going to be hitting more things than are hitting you.
Okay.
Because especially in some maps, there's enemies that don't even shoot at you. So
Interesting.
with Delta, you're not debuffing them.
I thought I bought attack pattern beta just now. Maybe not. Wait, I definitely did. Oh, Well, now I've got an extra copy, I guess. That's...
Never a bad
Oh,
thing.
this officer must be promoted to learn abilities of this rank. Just do
Oh.
that real quick.
Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, and I'm just thinking here for the rest of the setup. For that Ensign Science at the very bottom,
Yeah.
I would just do... I generally just run a tractor beam there.
Cool.
There's sometimes you're going to have traits on that are going to interact with that. And if you end up running the Boimler personal space trait, that's a low cooldown ability that helps proc that a bit more.
Okay.
In the Lieutenant Commander Universal, I'd put that as a science.
Okay.
And what you're going to do there... So if you're not doing Uncon right now, we can put some survivability. So you can do like a hazard emitters for a cleanse.
Alright. I think I've got... Oh yeah, here's a hazard emitters. I got hazard emitters 2 on this guy.
You're going to want rank 1 for that.
Okay.
So just put that and then go to the buff.
Oh, sweet. I've got it. Alright. What should we do for number 2?
In the second slot, I would do Photonic Officer 1 just for some cooldown reduction.
Okay.
And in the third would be Gravwell 1, which you already have. So
Great.
that's good.
Perfect. Just got this temporal.
And yeah, for that, with you not... can you go to your traits? Do you have unconventional systems?
Is it a starship trade?
Personal space.
Personal space. No.
You don't? Okay. Then for the temporal seating, there's not much there that's going to really do anything for you right now.
Okay.
I guess right now you're probably best just to use that if you need a bit more survivability. You could do like another engineer there, do Ox to Sif 1 in the first slot, or in the second slot, and then in the first slot, actually, I would do immersive powered weapons.
Okay.
Then we'll get rid of the weapons too on the other.
Great. So we'll do Ox to Sif on the second one?
Yeah.
Great.
And then
Okay.
back on crack.
Back on track.
I'm just looking at the name of the bridge officer.
None of what we set up is here, yeah. Okay, good to know. Override subsystems and reverse shield polarity 3.
Yeah, so in that second slot then I would just do Ionic Turbulence 1. That's an intel ability that is a bit of a debuff.
Okay.
No, don't keep back on crack. Crack is whack. Oh
Yeah. No. I think we need to pull a clip of Spencer saying back on crack for your channel.
Oh no. Oh no, Cheops. Back on crack is what my relatives say once they leave prison. Cheops is from Florida.
Oh, yeah, well that makes sense. That's just a regular day
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
So instead of
Instead of the immersive powered weapons too, just do the Ionic Turbulence there.
oh right, I have to teach it to him first. I was like, why isn't it there?
Yeah.
I'm dumb. Okay. Alright. Looks good. Now if I head up to space.
The tack got a little bit scrambled there.
Oh, did it? Okay, I'll look at it again once
Yeah.
I beam up. Karas, there's a definite, like, field of Florida-ness that is around Florida, even if you don't actually live there. Oh, no. Not that one.
Oh, you've got a care package.
Ooh,
I'm going to mail your way.
thank you. I don't know if I like the Vengeance in green.
There you go.
Thank you.
There is some nice personal space traits courtesy of Steven.
Thank you very much, Steven. I appreciate that. Let me open those up.
Is Strike from Shadows a no-brainer for fall builds? It's just a good budget, like, DPS trait.
Second overflow bag. Okay.
Oh yeah, those competitive rep boxes are
Huge.
always fun to deal with.
Yeah. I have to discard some more things. Okay. Right. Back down we go. Oh, I've already got Fireball Escape. That's why it's not letting me use it. Not letting me use these. Does that mean... Okay, unconventional system I can use.
Oh, you already have the
I already
others,
have
okay.
Boimler Effect. Yeah, I think I must already have Intel Handler then. I know I have Fireball Escape.
Okay. Yeah,
Well, let me send those back to you
so...
then, so that they aren't cluttering my inventory and you can send them back to the lovely person who sent them to me.
Sounds good.
Did you, let me see if I have 2 Fireball Escapes in here.
I think the icons are just similar.
Yeah, okay. So I had a Fireball Escape. I thought he sent me 4, and I only remember opening 3, but...
Yeah. There's one bottom right.
Fireball Escape?
Yeah. Or did you open that?
I already had a Fireball Escape in my inventory, and I already have Fireball Escape.
Okay.
Juwola, no thank you. Alright, sending them back to you. Thank you very much, Steven. I appreciate it. And yeah, go ahead and
Steven?
do some giveaway if you like. Alright. So anyway, now
Now
I
for
need to-
your... Oh yeah, the TAC bridge officer.
Yeah, gotta fix that. Wait, oh, nope. Well, great. That's all set. So now I need to drag a few things, oops, onto the bar.
Yeah. And you're going to want to set your power levels to max weapons. And then the rest I generally put into auxiliary nowadays.
Okay. Max weapons and lock. Okay. Alright. So
Low
what
Ranger.
would be, if you were going to pick an order of these bridge officer powers and the abilities I've got to fire every time I press spacebar, 2 at a time, what would your order be, do you think?
The very first slot, you want to be your primary firing mode. So cannon, scatter volley.
Cool.
And then
Alright.
the second is going to be the attack pattern beta.
Ready?
Oh, you don't have to drag him from that skills window.
Oh, where do I drag him from? Oh, from up here?
You see the bridge officer, yeah.
Oh, I can just drag him up here? Okay.
You can just right click on them and drag them down.
Sweet.
The third I would do is the fire at will.
Okay.
Then I would have the photonic officer. And then the auxiliary to structural integrity field. I would
Hey, AKA
have
Steel,
the,
welcome. Sorry, go ahead.
tractor beam next. Oh, you're fine. Tractor beam and then the ionic turbulence, the second on that commander engine tail.
Cool.
And let's see, what do we have left here?
Got power
I
to
guess you
weapons.
could do the hazard emitters. Yeah, I do the immersion powered weapons and engines as the last 2 on my tray.
Got it.
Yeah.
Alright, so weapons then power, or power then weapons? Or does it matter?
I do weapons then engines typically is how I would do it myself.
Cool. Alright. This...
Now, for the override subsystem safeties, I generally try to hit that at a... I try to just manually hit that.
Okay.
Like right before you're going to hit your fleet power network array console, that's a really good console to hit.
Okay.
Or a really good combo.
Okay, cool.
And reverse shield polarity, you just hit that when you're in trouble.
And then, oh, fleet power network. Cool. Whoops.
Yeah.
I keep thinking I can click and hold to drag instead of just... Alright. Well, maybe let's take this into something and see how she does.
Yeah, one other thing on your... I don't think you have many doffs right now from what I recall on the last build stream.
Yeah.
But going to the gear on your ship, what hangar pets did you have on right now?
I put on the Type 7 shuttles, because I remember hearing they were...
Okay. Yep, I was going to mention those. Okay. Yeah, do you have any specific content you want to go into?
I don't know. Let's see. It's got to be something that I don't, you know, you don't explode everything in the first 10 seconds. So maybe we try... Let's see, we can't...
Let me give you a lead. You pick.
Sorry, what was the first thing you said before you pick?
Yeah, you pick. I gave you the team lead.
Oh, okay, great. I was gonna say random, but I can't apparently on this team, so I guess we'll do a patrol.
Is it not letting you?
No.
Oh, I gave you it because we're in a task force.
Oh.
There's
I could
two
do it
different
again
lead
for
buttons.
just a second. People are saying Corvez. Guys, you've seen me run Corvez before. Nobody wants that. We're
I
gonna
hit the
do an
wrong button
advanced
twice in a
random.
row. That's why.
Uh...
Advanced random, we got this.
Oh,
Someone's
yeah.
gonna put us in Days of Doom.
We'll just blow through it. I've been in Corvez a few times, folks. And I've only really seen the broken version, but I am not. Corvez is not made for me, and I am not made for Corvez. Maybe someday. Enjoy Procyon 5, suckers. Ground mission, that would be hilarious. It's gonna be bug hunt.
Hope it didn't bring me in with.
Oh, it didn't? Oh, weird.
Nope. Sometimes it messes up like that.
Well, we're on Serpentis 3. It's Gateway to Grethor. No, it's not. It's Zenkethi.
Spencer doing advanced? Terrible. Wow.
Listen, y'all. Gravity Kills would be fine, because Gravity Kills is an easy TFO. All you have to do is get the particles. Just get the particles. Just...
Yeah, the Vengeance is such a pretty ship.
Oh, it is. It's so gorgeous. I really love it. The first time I saw the design, I was like, that is so cool. I wonder what it's called. And then they said the name, and I was like, I am in absolute heaven right now. Launch fighters! I just tried to do a pilot maneuver on this ship. Just so everybody knows where my head's at.
Yeah, with this ship, generally with the cannons on it, just park in front of the enemies and just watch
Just
them
full
melt away.
stop and blow them up?
Yep.
Alright. That is exactly the opposite of how I usually fly. Excellent.
But it should be doing pretty well. I guess another question is for after this is how far are you through the reputations?
Not all. I've got pretty close to done. I'm on tier 5 with Omega, and then I've got let's see, tier 2 or 3 on Discovery, and just got tier 1 on Competitive.
Yeah, Discovery is a big one to get done. The deflector, core, and shield from that are a really good 3-piece if you're doing normal or advanced content.
That's what I
They have like they do electrical damage, and it just does quite a bit to the lower difficulty mobs.
Yeah, the comp rep engines I have heard good things about. I think they are too fast for my Machla, based on past experience, but maybe not.
They make a lot of the bigger ships really bearable. Like you slap the comp engines on a ship that is a bit harder to maneuver, and
Suddenly.
yeah,
Warp Core wants to know if that electrical damage will synergize with the jellyfish.
sadly not. But the jellyfish, that on its own does enough electrical damage.
Yeah,
Such a beautiful ship.
it is. We made an AFK ship. I remember all the questions when that got announced. Of like, well, won't people just AFK in this ship? No, they won't. Yep, they do.
No, never. It's a very great ship for the event campaign.
Yeah.
But I would never, of course, go through and use that myself. But hypothetically, it's pretty good for some of these space queues.
You know, I don't work there anymore. You can just tell me.
It's well, some of the Deca folks are right in the Builds Discord. We've got a channel in there that is like solo AFK strategies for people that are looking to make their life easier with the event campaign.
I mean, honestly, like, it's one of those things in game dev. Like, we know there are always going to be folks who want to not play the game and are going to work as hard as they can to not play the game. And that's fine if that's what they want, if that's how they're having fun. As long as they're not making the experience terrible for other people. Like, AFKing in a jellyfish, at least you're helping the mission.
And if people are going to do that, we encourage that they're doing it in a solo private instance, because you can still get your daily participation in their solo.
Yeah.
So
ruining
you
anyone
can
else's
do,
experience.
yeah. And for some people, it's just a matter of that they get burnt out, and it's a way for them to still be able to log in and to get that progress without making their burnout even worse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because this game should not be a job.
Only one Zinkethi base
It's
left.
designed so that you play all the time to get
We're
rewards.
sending a
But
dreadnought to stop us.
that's just
There's
'cause that's
there's something
capitalism,
else I realized we forgot for your survivability. There's
Yeah.
a console called the Shield Absorptive Frequency Generator.
Okay.
Basically, it makes your cannons do a shield heal,
Oh, okay. Yeah, we should probably look that
and it
up
works
then.
really good under Cannon Scatter Volley. Yeah.
Hell, I probably need that on my other ship too.
Yeah. It's actually a really accessible console as well, because you can get it off the legendary First Strike bundle, so that's a bit pricey, but you can also get it off of an old, I think it's like tier 3 dilithium ship, the Valdor Warbird.
Someone
And that's-
in chat just mentioned Valdor. I was going to ask you about
Yeah. Yeah, that's the Shield Absorptive Frequency Generator console. It does really well, and it's under 100k DIL.
that.
So
Okay,
it's extremely accessible.
that's neat.
DPS folks kind of ruined your fun. Most of the high-end DPS folks aren't really playing too much right now. The servers, especially during the anniversary event with the Omega stuff, it gets really bad. So the people doing like those sorts of runs can't really do them during the big events.
Yeah. Okay, now to find a base to destroy. That's our base. So their bases must be here.
We'll check on that when he's done lots.
Protect them.
Yeah, there's a few other consoles that may help with survivability. But the big thing is just pretty much constantly spam the space bar. It's the STO way. Some
is.
people
Emergency power to
they've
space
got keyboards. They've got keyboards where they can just hit a toggle, a macro button, and it'll just spam the space bar every second for them.
That's amazing. Oh, there's the base. Okay. I need to get a base view so I can get a little faster here.
You had 3 jellies and 1 guy in sentry mode on Pavo today. Coffee break over Pavo.
Yeah, that's, I mean, that's what that is, baby. Oh no, I'm not gonna get there in time to blow this up.
All Zinkethi bases.
Alright, Alright, well,
They have a dreadnought. Some fight left in it, however.
we're just gonna heal up real quick.
Yeah, and I think it may have fallen off your tray, but that reverse shield polarity, like when you're in trouble, that can help quite a bit.
I've been hitting it on the bars and on the tray.
Ah, gotcha.
Point myself at what I would like destroyed and destroy it.
Yeah, good point, Nick.
Alright,
We
good
have
job, us.
defeated the Zinkethi and defended the front with honor.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a few other consoles that were brought up, and on your tray, it looks like your captain abilities are missing.
Oh, okay. Well, let's fix that. Achilles Altair. That is funny, but I guess that's just, you know, the different types of people that play on different platforms. Folks who play on PC tend to be more of the like PC-minded, you know, like I want to do all the math and make things. These are my PvP things, aren't they? Yeah, let's get rid of those. I want to do all the math, make all the spreadsheets. Whereas the folks on console tend to be a bit more casual. Not in a bad way, just a different way.
So your attack parent alpha at the top there?
Yeah, I totally saw that. 100%. Then I saw
Go down fighting is also good to have.
fire on my mark.
Yeah. And then your attack fleet and vulnerability assessment. Yeah, there ends up being a ton of abilities.
Yeah, that's also true, Trexpert. Cool. All right.
And attack initiative is also good for cooldown reduction there.
Okay.
Oh, it's fine. Console-wise, that one that I mentioned is the Valador's Shield Absorptive Frequency Generator. So do you happen to have the Legendary First Strike bundle?
I betcha I do. Let's find out. Legendary. Or maybe that was one of the ones that I didn't test on myself.
It was the
don't
one
see
with the Akira and the Valdor.
Yeah, I don't see it, but let me check ships too. Just see. Nope.
Okay.
Oh wait, that's what's Federation. Hold on.
Oh, yeah, good
Yeah,
catch.
no. Okay.
Under T1 through 4 reclaim, is it there by chance?
No.
Okay. Some of the older Romulan packs gave it as well.
Got it.
I know, yes, the T3 Valdor's console mirror made sure you added. Okay, so yeah. So they're saying you already have that console.
Okay.
So just gotta put it on this build.
Alright. What's that console called? You tell me again?
Shield Absorptive.
Okay. We don't need broadside emitter arrays on
No, it doesn't do too well.
shield. Shield destabilizer, shield absorptive frequency generator.
No,
Okay.
it's a great console.
Excellent.
So long as you keep cannon scatter volley up, it is going to help with the shields quite a bit.
That's awesome. Oh, okay.
Now, hopefully, we can get the teaming situation to actually work.
All right, here we are.
Okay, so you said a random advanced.
Yep. Although we can do random elite if you want. I might blow up a lot, but it might be entertaining.
Terrible. The only content I typically play, as you may know, is infected, but we'll see how random goes.
Just infected over and over forever.
Well, we got to throw in a hive, every now and then as well. Did you get that pop?
I did.
Okay. Yeah, just keep spamming space in combat and you'll be fine.
All right, sounds good.
Well, it's random. Mark the Chief, it could be anything.
I am intrigued to see, or I'm intrigued to know, because I've never gotten this, but that's because I have ADHD. How do you have fun running the same mission over and over and over?
It's more of like competing on the external leaderboards.
Okay.
So right now the Oscar tables have replaced SCM. And basically, it's just groups are competing against each other. People, there's individual tables, team tables, and for people that are playing at that level, they've went through the other content, how many times, and
Yeah.
this is like one of the last things like keeping them engaged with the game at this point.
It is interesting.
I understand why some would be like, why?
Yeah. Well, I
'Cause
mean, it's not.
it can.
It's not invalid in any way. It's still a way to have fun. I just, since it's
Yeah.
not my way, I love to ask questions about it, so I understand. My ship is still
Thank you for
in...
coming. Recent temporal events
Okay,
have led to a need for...
I have to fly. Okay, they gave me a Gagarin at least. It's not the Gagarin, it's the Gagarin predecessor, but...
Yeah, so it's a way for us to measure progression, to have fun. Like when we're doing those types of DPS runs, we're going to be in voice chat, just hanging out, playing
Chilling.
around.
That does sound fun. PvP is the only way. Someday maybe I'll get good at PvP. I somewhat doubt it though. Shepherd class, thank you, Stu.
It's also a way for us to do some builds that in traditional gameplay would not really see much use, like support builds. Like in that environment, we actually sort of have the Trinity style that you'd see in other MMOs.
Okay.
But in just general gameplay, you don't really need that stuff. Everyone just needs to be DPS. So
Yeah.
it's a way to break things up, do different things.
As always, we come in peace.
And unfortunately, right now the biggest challenge is against the servers, but it's not much we can do there.
That's fun.
Evasive maneuver 7 Alpha.
By fun, I mean, of course, not fun. Not fun. Some hand action.
This queue reminds me that Star Trek Section 31 movie event. Oh no. SFC terrible.
I still haven't watched it. I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy it from the lens of this was fun bad, but I don't know. I don't have the same feelings about Trek that a lot of folks in my chat do. So I can enjoy a bad action movie that is Trek.
It was not the best movie I'd ever seen, but it was also not the worst. I'd say it's probably the worst Star Trek movie, but...
Worse than Into Darkness, really.
I mean, how can you hate Into Darkness? That's where this lovely thing came from.
That's true. Well, I'm not even implying it's lovely thing from that, but yes. Worse than Star Trek 5. I still have never... That's true. I made it through Into Darkness. I've never made it through Star Trek 5. I've tried twice, and each time I get to the fan dance, and I go, nope, can't do this.
So, I mean, this isn't the most challenging content, but are you feeling a little bit more survivable right now?
Yeah,
Like, your
definitely. I
shield's
haven't
staying
blown up
fine?
yet, which is, pretty good
Yeah.
for me playing Avengers.
Walnut Hot is under heavy fire. The Tetsu is moving into intercept.
I know it is.
It is
Dual
a really powerful platform. Out of all the Lobby ships, this one has H the best.
Oh, H the best. I heard H the best, and I was like, is that another STO abbreviation that I don't know?
So many of the Lobby ships have not done well over time, but this one has. Like,
Lobby
this
ships
one
are-
still manages to be.
Lobby ships are hard to design, I imagine, because they have to be good like lockbox ships, but not as good as lockbox ships. So it's like somewhere in the middle, and that can often lead to stuff dying out faster than you might think, I'd imagine.
Yeah, and the last Lobby ship we got was almost 5 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
So
Just
the entire
became,
Lobby store at this point is
pretty empty, yeah. Except for new weapons and uniforms, but yeah, it became one of those things where, the amount of time there was to make ships got cut down, so it had to get cut down to only the most important ones, which are lockbox and R&D.
I know people aren't the biggest fan of that, but with the event campaign system, and especially the changes in the past year, like
Yeah, that helps a lot.
you're getting a free ship each year. It's it helps a lot.
Yeah, that was all Jared, and I'm really glad he did that. Yeah. Well, actually, it's not. I was gonna say the event campaign was on Jared. Then the idea of giving you guys access to everything was Jared. And luckily, Deca loves that idea. And seems to be
Computer,
continuing.
freeze program.
Yeah.
Interesting data coming in. Both the Jaeger and the Clark have been disabled.
It would be such a weird thing to do a
Clark and Jaeger
holodeck
are safe.
battle
They're launching
in your
escape pods.
starship.
Recover the survivor.
Like, I'm not sure if the fiction of this is that everybody's hanging out on the holodeck and like everything, including your ship, is projected, or if you're actually flying your ship into a holographic field.
17-1 just had a good point. Right-click your hangar pets on your tray, and they'll auto-fire with your weapons.
Thank you. I thought
didn't
they were
realize you
already
didn't
set
have
up
those
that
on
way.
auto-fire. We're at the stage where we gotta rescue pods.
Yeah.
Been a while since I've done this TFO.
Click on pain stick as an unlockable weapon. That would be fun. I was at Disney World the other day and they had one of the TVA sticks, and that's what I genuinely thought it was for about 5 seconds.
Terrible.
I know. Spencer in a non-Borg TFO. Oh, Jigs.
Wow.
I am making him spread his wings. Because he's being nice to me. They use
I've-
HoloTwitch?
I've played a lot of the non-Borg TFOs over the years. I'll go through, do them solo as a challenge, and then I'll be like, okay, I've done it. I don't have to do it anymore.
It is funny, and like again, totally valid way to play and have fun. It is funny that there are folks who just don't enjoy the game, but still enjoy the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just like I don't want to play any of this content, but I never want to stop playing Star Trek Online.
Yeah. For me with the TFOs, I like the ones where you can progress at your own pace. Based on just taking the enemies out faster.
So there's not like timers and things to keep you from finishing it in 10
Yeah.
seconds. Yeah.
The TFOs where it's like, okay, just sit here for 5 minutes. Now sit here for a minute, and like the Pavo event.
Yep.
Go engage all the satellites, and then sit here for another 5 minutes. It's boring. The replay value to me isn't great.
Attention, Klingon leader.
No, I totally see that. I think, part of that is analytics. They want to make sure the data shows people actually playing the games and not logging in for 15 minutes at a time. And part of that is thinking about other players who do want to experience that content without getting blown up in half a second.
Because we're fighting, we're not talking.
Yeah.
Like all of these ships that are warping in one at a time.
To the sea, my envoy.
I didn't love a lot about Discovery Season 1, but this I loved. This is the most Klingon fucking thing I can imagine.
Yeah.
Just, we turned our ship into a giant knife.
Yeah, it's great. The later part of that season I thought was good. The Mirror Universe part.
Yeah, I thought it really started to pick up there. I just sort of felt the whole thing was trying too hard to be different. Like leaning so hard away from Star Trek to be something new. I saw a really interesting interview with, what's his name? The guy who was originally going to be the show, Brian Fuller? Yeah, Brian Fuller. Where he was talking about how he, right before he left the show, the last two things he did was approve the Starfleet uniforms, which the production changed, and then reject the Klingon design, which the production kept. I don't have as much of a problem with the Klingon redesign, especially in the new context of that was just a religious extremist Klingons who really modified themselves to look a certain way. I don't know. I also kind of wish they'd never explained why the Klingons and TOs look different, because I feel like that led to a lot of folks expecting everything like that to be explained and expecting everything to look exactly the same forever. But thankfully, nobody seems to really care that they, changed and updated the Enterprise bridge for Strange New Worlds. So that's nice.
You only live now to serve as witnesses of Klingon supremacy. To be my herald.
Honestly, Joel, I think Discovery retconned them before Strange New Worlds even did. Because they started having people grow their hair back out like 2 seconds in. Oh yeah, that's right, Joel.
I think we've seen enough for now. Not the greatest moment.
Yeah.
All right. So we built a Vengeance. Do you want to show me what you usually do on stream? You want to dive into one of your infecteds and just blow it up in 2.5 seconds?
Yeah. Let me.
I will drag
over
your overall
to...
DPS down, but.
So the way that I typically would play, let me pull out a different ship here.
Yeah.
Or you want me to stay at the Vengeance?
No, it doesn't matter. Play whatever you want. I'm gonna stick with the Vengeance because that's what we spent the stream on. But
yeah. So typically with ISC, Nick, you're gonna tank.
Phil.
But typically with ISC. Most of the time nowadays, I just end up doing solos. Most of the high-end DPS scene is just pretty much doing solos right now, just because the servers in a team environment can struggle sometimes. Okay, there's a request for me to stay in the Vengeance. I'll do it.
All right.
Yeah, we're gonna do public queue of infected. Yeah, this is the best TFO. Probably the most played, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Okay. Public queue infected elite. Here we go.
All right.
Did you get that pop?
I did.
Oh boy.
Singalingo Bingo says, which is a great name by the way, says, Spencer, I dare you to beam overload.
Beam overload hurts my immersion. Single target firing modes just in general hurt my immersion.
I do like single target cannon, but I know it's not as effective. I just like how it looks when you're just like coming up behind somebody and pouring 3 ships worth of beams or cannons into them.
I was doing cannon rapid fires builds a couple years ago before they had put the shield up against the gateway, so you could go right in at the start and just use cannon rapid fire and take that gateway down right away before doing the sides.
That's amazing.
That was fun, but they took that away.
Yeah, I can imagine. Hawaiian Short Gamer says you're a role player. You roleplay as Q, you snap and the enemies disappear.
Yeah. That is the DPS way right there.
Yeah. You just meditate. You breathe and your enemies disappear.
Scanning the
Pretty
network
much.
transformer. Done. Additional data is available.
I was like, why did I stop? I didn't turn off my engines because I ran
Then I
into the
proved
cube.
to repair the transformers. Stop them.
Jeez, I'm not gonna get able to get
What's
over there
fun
before you
here
guys
is-
destroyed everything. That's hilarious.
What's fun is there's a little asteroid here, and we'll be doing these, and sometimes we'll get caught on that asteroid, and it's like, oh, restart.
Real speed running. What's the
Yeah,
fastest you guys
I mean,
have gotten
that's-
this done?
For Elite, like our best run was almost 16, 17 seconds.
Nice.
That's us having multiple DPS players in here and supports, and
Yeah, I'm definitely lowering that volume, that time today, or raising that time.
I am failing the pilot right now, so don't worry. You can hear probably my spacebar going crazy.
No.
I don't know. Do we have a tank in here? Dan, are you tanking?
Good job, everybody.
Little. Yeah. That was just about 2 minutes.
Yep, that sounds
Okay.
about right. So you all must have just more Omega marks than God.
No, because we do these in private, and
Ah.
most of the time when we're doing those, we end up leaving before it's done.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's when we take a cooldown, we get very sad.
All right. Well, we've built the ship. We've done some content. What else do you want to do? It's your stream too.
I mean, I know another TFO. It's Hive.
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
It's the only other content my stream knows that I know how to play. Swap ships for this. But Hive's a fun one because you generally do still need a tank in it.
Yeah.
So it ends up being popular for that. But I imagine we're probably going to get someone in here tanking for us.
Sounds
Nick,
good.
you're on a Fed. Okay, public queue, Hive Onslaught Elite.
We're doing Elite Warp
Queued up.
Core. Because these folks are carrying me hard.
The best difficulty. There's the pop.
Yep.
Yeah, this was a new overlay I was trying out, Steven.
Doc Jude, we're going on KDF, I think. Although it
It's
doesn't matter
public
for
queue,
TFO,
so
right?
anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you just queue up for Hive, and you're on a tank, you should be able to get to us.
What would you say your favorite TFO is right now in the game?
That's a good question. Let me look at the list. I really like, wow, I am, To Hell with Honor is a lot of fun. I do Defensive Starbase 1 a lot. I actually do like Gravity Kills. I know I've made a meme out of that, but I actually do think that one's fun. Trying to think of what else comes up that I'm usually like, ooh. I think Binary Stars would be one of them if it wasn't for the fact that it changes my ship. I just want to see my ship.
The Hell with Honor is the only non-Borg one Spencer's actually heard of. Terrible. Well, you can complete it at your own pace, so it's got that going for it.
Which is nice.
Oh boy. There's a lot of firepower in this one.
Well, we'll get through it real quick then.
Yeah.
I like that somebody named their, I don't know what ship that is. World Razor? Yeah, it's a World Razor. Bail Organa.
Oh,
Morning,
scatter
Fundus!
volume misfired.
Did you just wake up?
I am perfection. I am Lord.
Oh, I'm Yep. Here I go.
Oh no.
It's okay. I charged in and ended up in the middle of it because I wasn't really paying attention to how fast I was going. The ship is slow, but not that slow. Mundus, get some sleep, buddy.
Still
I mean, not right now. Watch my stream and drive my numbers up, but get some sleep.
We're lagging a little bit here.
I do see that.
It's because of Chi-Ups. The Ariori Juggernaut there.
Yeah.
He's wherever he goes, there's gonna be lag.
Alright, I think people really do want to see us take on Corvettes, so we will do that next.
Yeah, we can do it.
They're preparing to fire lance weapons. All draw their fire. Get under their guns.
I'm realizing my mic is lighting up a ton for you. I'm sorry for that.
Huh? Oh, no, it's fine. Hawaiian shirt, that's hilarious. Herald Sphere I don't like as much,
Your
it just
efforts
feels
are
too
futile.
repetitive.
Destroy
We've already
this vessel,
established that I hate
and
repetitive.
I will claim
You know, it's
another.
like you go in, you kill some things, you come back out, you kill some things, you go back in, you kill some things.
Oh, feedback.
Are you getting feedback on your end?
Oh no, feedback pulse on the Queen.
Oh.
There we go.
Well, that was quick.
Eternal.
I can skip the cutscene of the ship exploding. Oh, well.
Is not the end.
People are saying that lag was something else. I didn't notice any lag. Either I don't have the senses of a finely tuned DPSer, or maybe I just have a really good connection here.
It was during the first phase especially. Like there's a little bit of rubber banding around some of the cubes.
Got it. Thank you for following Pepsi Max Payne. That is a
Yeah.
dynamite name. How do you avoid
Yeah, you
dying
just
to the
stop shooting.
octahedron feed rock? Just stop shooting? Okay.
Or use torpedoes is what Jet told me a couple years ago. Okay, they're requesting a Corfez.
Let's
We
do
can
it.
do that. Public queue, Battle of Corfez. We got this.
We got it.
As soon as I can find it on the list.
You guys already know that you're gonna have one noob dragging you down, but you know it's me, so that's fine. Have we treated me to a torpedo build yet? No, and I actually do want to try a torpedo build. That would be another one that would be fun to get some people together and look at building. It seems like it'd be really cool.
Depending on how far you go with them, you can keep it simple or you can make it complicated. But they do have quite a bit of power potential.
Nice. Vengeance ship with a vengeance captain. Exactly. Only problem with torpedo builds is other people have killed everything by the time my torps hit. Yeah. I can see that.
The other issue is with torpedoes, like as soon as you have another person in there also using torpedoes, you're competing for a lot of the same things, and it can become rough.
I do want to build
this.
a true carrier again at some point too. My carriers used to be my main ships once upon a time, before I discovered zippy ships.
The arc rail is really good.
It looks pretty and I like it, so that was probably where I will go.
It has certainly helped my immersion.
Okay, yeah, the ships already all exploded before I even noticed they were there. Dear God. Kerala from the new bundle is a very fun torpedo ship. That's cool. There was something... Wasn't there something like a Defiant kind of ship, like a little smaller one that was a really good torp boat for a while?
The Terran Eagle. Yeah,
Terran
it still
Eagle,
is.
yeah.
It's
That was it.
yeah, at the really high end for torps, it is still the only really high end torp platform because it's the only pilot ship with a lieutenant commander command.
Got it. Be fun to fly.
It is a very fast ship, not the most survivable, but the damage output from it can be quite good.
Stop the Vodwar ships from breaking through our defense line.
Yeah, the Shangri-La is also a good torp platform, absolutely.
Nice. What did the Terran Eagle come in again? Was that one of the anniversary bundles?
13th.
I also need to get my Fed character a little higher level. The reason I'm doing this in my Klingon character is because I looked at my characters and realized the highest Fed I have was level 10. So I should take some time getting him leveled up.
Yeah, those patrols, they're good for leveling as well, not just ship leveling. Spamming those can get you leveled up pretty fast.
The one thing I've heard a lot of folks saying, especially whenever Jeremy designs a ship that's got shield heavy, that is shield heavy or has shield buffing abilities, is that shields are currently useless. Why is that?
It is, with how the game is designed, hull tanking is just a much more effective route to go when it comes to boosting your survivability. Especially against the Borg, they'll drain your shields to zero basically no matter what. Yeah. There's ways to mitigate that now. they changed emergency power to shield, so that gives you immunity to shield drain. Reverse shield polarity also helps, but it's just that we've had so much whole survivability stuff over the years that even with those shield buffs, they just don't end up having much relevance.
Red Panda, yes, I do. If you're talking to me, I do have weapon power maxed. Hold out. Go right on my ship's butt.
Yeah, it's way more expensive to make shields good than it is to whole tank. Yeah, that's part of it too.
Makes sense.
It's like some of the stuff that makes shield tanking a bit better, like the trade-off of the Stargazer. That, yeah, it's a promo ship.
Yep. Well, that's not gonna work unless you got the money or the luck.
Yeah.
I just need more
Especially if you want to do
unlimited
that on multiple
power.
characters.
What? Sorry?
Especially if you're wanting to do that like shield stuff on multiple characters, that
Yeah.
it just becomes too expensive with it being promo.
Yeah.
Yeah, harmonic shield linkage from the recent Partners in Crime lockbox has some nice shield healing as well. Yes, Nick. I agree.
Our Benton allies are running the Vodmar blockade. They're trying to
Thank you very much for the
what is
follow,
the minimum...
Atomic Fart Cane.
but they're getting hammered by the Vodwar. The guard needs help.
What is the minimum amount of isomags you should have for an uncon console setup? I mean, if you're going heavy uncon, you don't need any isomags.
Go.
Yeah, with unconventional systems, if you're going heavy enough into that, you're just spamming your universal consoles all the time, so you just put all of your console slots as uni consoles with clickies on them.
Got it. So folks, just to have said it once, so I feel like I did my job, if you're watching and you're enjoying this, and you want to see more of my stuff, we stream every day at noon, and if you have the means and want to subscribe, that would be extremely helpful. Because my goal is to never have to work a corporate job again and just keep doing this. I don't know if that'll be possible, but that's my goal.
Warning, ship is under attack.
Yeah, so for this TFO, basically just want to divide into the 5 lanes if possible.
Divide into the 5 lanes?
Yeah, try to have one person each lane and can bounce around if needed, but just want to protect these Venthan.
Got it. Sure. Just in case anybody who's not protected, so. Maybe over here. Snowmen are coming down all 5 lanes!
Pretty much.
Warp Core, I don't have an Epic Creator Code. That's probably something I should get. I do have a merch store, which should have popped up every now and then, but I'll do it again. We have some lovely shirts to show your allegiance to a frisbee strapped to a canoe, which of course is the Opus class. Duncan designed some great things for us there.
Target's shields have failed.
RNG team merch? Yeah, anything that's a good merch idea you should make for your stores, Spencer.
Yeah. I haven't actually set up any merch yet. I need to. I was looking at it a couple months ago and then just forgot about it.
The hard part is all the designing you have to do.
Yeah.
I've had a couple other merch ideas, but you know, to get going on that. Make me say something in a silly voice. Okay, I will do my best to imitate Nick here. Epos, cuddly and friendly Epos. That was nothing like her voice, and I have failed you all. And this city. All of our queen is coming to kill you. Crispers says you missed the lumberjack look. Oh, that's on Spencer's side.
Yeah, I shaved the beard and people haven't been happy about it.
Oh yeah, never shave the beard. It's the push-up bra.
I know, I messed up.
Red Panda says we should have done a pre and post build DPS for me. I think me flying a Vengeance pre-build would just be disturbing.
You didn't have any abilities on.
Yeah, it would have been.
It wouldn't have been good.
Great evening to you, Christopher G. He went from looking like Montana to looking like Iowa. God damn, that's a burn.
Wow.
Pushing the Vodwar back.
Terrible Cheops. You see what I gotta deal with?
Yeah.
On a daily basis with Cheops?
I know. It's a good. The problem is when they're good at roasting.
Yeah.
Juwola says that since you're on this stream, the channel redeems for me affect you too. I would leave that up to you whether that's true.
I don't know what to think anymore. I'm concerned.
All right. What the hell wants me to do Alan Rickman? Okay, hold on. Mr. Potter, we have such search to show you. No, can't do it.
Excellent work. I'll admit.
There you go. There's a Cortez.
Teammates were up to the task.
With the Bentham things too.
Nice.
Yeah. We both have the Valdor console on.
Yeah.
Shield healing wise, you look at a parser for that, and with that console equipped, it ends up being like 90% of your healing is just that console.
It's just that
just
console,
healing your shields.
Just because you're firing cannons
Yeah.
so constantly. That's pretty awesome.
It works good with fire at will also, it just falls behind for single target firing modes.
Got it. Alright, so chats of both my stream and Spencer's stream. What else do you want to see? I feel like we should do like one or two more things before we wrap up for the day. Charos did Corfez against your will. Examir, since you looked up the DPS, I know I was last place, but how did I do? Royal Flush Elite? The Dance of
It's
a
hard to
Thousand
parse
Sparks.
in Corfez because of the distance. The combat log only catches people within like 20-25 kilometers.
Doc Jude wants someone to solo Corfez. Me trying to solo Corfez would be hilarious. But
I have a video up on YouTube doing that last year with the Kelvin Talar.
Nice. I will. I'll tell you what. So we're running a sub goal right now. The current sub goal is that if we get, if we get up to 100 subscribers by the end of the month, which is the end of this week, so it's probably not going to happen, but it's only 12 more, then I'll fly in Oberth for the entire STO stream for the first Monday in April. So if you want to help with that, feel free to throw some subscription dollars my way, or even do it for free with Prime if you want. But then maybe the next goal will be, if I get to a certain level, I'll solo Corfez for your amusement. It will be an entire stream of just me dying in Corfez over and over.
The Oberth, such a great ship.
Nope.
Cthulhu's here. He could, you get him on. He could show you how to build the Oberth.
Nope. It's the worst. I refuse.
The only reason I bought it is for the console.
Yeah, I hear there's got a good console on it.
It's for Torps.
Yeah.
What TFO do you want to do next?
I don't know. We got.
Or what does chat want?
Chat suggested a couple of things. As I scroll up chat, my game scrolls in and out. We had.
Crystalline Catastrophe.
Oh, crystalline would be fun. You'll get that done in half a second. Trexpert
Well,
wants
there's
guillotine.
a guillotine.
Or Days of Doom. They have been asking for Days of Doom all stream. Maybe we should just do that.
They know how much I just absolutely love that TFO. Yeah, we can do it.
All right, let's
Endeavor.
Do it. Hey, Endeavor.
Public
welcome,
queue,
welcome.
Days of Doom.
Thank you very much. You just give 10 subs? Wow. Holy crap. Okay, thank you very much, Nick. That's amazing. Thank you so much. That is very, very cool. That means we only need 2 more to get me to fly it
10
over
to
on
both
Monday.
of us, too.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Nick just gets us excited by Days of Doom. Hey, that works for me. Everybody wants the Doom.
Oberth tank, let's go. Oh, no.
Oh, no. I don't remember the last time that I played Days of Doom. Disco, just repost it. I'll see it again. I suppose I could scroll up and see it. Hold on. Nope. Never mind. We're starting the thing. Oberth fans unite. Yes, Oberth fans, all get into one spot, preferably within about 10 feet from each other while I get this rocket launcher ready.
Glad you could make it. We're picking up an
Sub to my
incoming fleet on
Oberth
sixes.
fans? Oh,
They'll
no.
be here in moments. We'll do what we can to help. Our weapons are offline from me.
Welcome to the 23rd century. Your ship.
Steggy, yeah, you defend the station with Unitarian. The rest of us can go do the fun part.
Okay.
It's actually this TFO is quite a bit easier than it once was because you've got teleport consoles now, like the Vovin one from last year.
Yeah.
You can just jump to the front of it with the warp core and get out of there real fast.
Whoa, did we just get 2 more subscribers? Holy crap, we did it! Okay, thank you everybody! That's awesome! I guess you could all tune back in next Monday to see my Oberth stream then. As many people in chat have already joked, tune in to my Oberth fans. I'm gonna complain the whole time though, just so you know.
Vessels at the nearby shipyard are
Does
evacuating all
Neutronic
non-essential.
torpedo still do its thing? I don't remember. I haven't used that torp in ages.
The shipyard is west of our location. Hurry! The enemy is closing in!
They're not really though. How if I get 3 more I can't trash talk the Oberth? What would be the fun in that?
This is your doom, Federation! The enemy's closing in!
What was that ship that dropped off the Doomsday device?
Engineering crews, to your posts.
I
got a
think it
plan.
was in the cool one.
Ah, okay. It's very cool looking. Or I guess
This is Lieutenant Commander Scott at the shipyard. What you're seeing on your senses is...
Okay, so run right at the Doomsday machine and shoot it as hard as I can. Yeah? That's the plan?
Yeah. Absolutely. Just gotta go back and forth and bring over the warp course. Who's off?
Multiple enemy ships on sensors. We could use some help back here.
You guys are gonna make 6 warp core runs the time it takes this ship to do 1.
That console makes it easy. I feel bad for anyone that missed the summer event last year. Like that console is so powerful.
And which console is it again?
The subspace fracture tunneling field off the Vovan obelisk.
Completely overshot. What? Oh. Did you guys...
Yeah, this thing's barely moved at all.
Just can't get my bomb over there. I'm going so slow. I had it light up for 1 second when I was in front, and then it didn't anymore.
Yeah, it can be a pain.
Do you have to be like just right in front of it?
Yeah. Oh, it's gonna kill me.
There.
Oh, I got that.
Oh.
Oh.
I almost dropped it.
So close.
Do I have the emergency con hologram? I don't. No, I don't.
I think
so.
Mara got that.
Oh, did you?
I think Mara helped you get that set up. Yeah. That's from the Phoenix store. It's every time you use immersion powered engines, it resets your evasive maneuver cooldown.
Got it. Get warp core. Okay. But I didn't get the warp core? Get warp core.
Yeah, sometimes it messes up.
Yep, that'll be my third attempt. Okay, now I've got a warp core.
Flip that Spencer death? Wow. I die all the time in combat. It's not special.
No.
I don't build Freddy's survivability.
You just build me a whole total glass cannon.
I mean, you get your survivability based off doing damage. You either kill the enemies before they have an opportunity to kill you.
Oh. That is hilarious.
They can't kill you
I saw it
if
starting
they're dead,
to
yeah.
power up, but I couldn't turn away in time. And so once again, my warp core got destroyed as
no.
in my ship.
Typical DPS player failing to function in regular content here. Hey, I am doing the objective.
That's all that matters.
I'm going over here, grabbing the warp cores. Doing my job.
Fly up to this doomsday machine. Finally drop a warp core. Wait, I don't think I dropped the warp core. Is it still over my head? Darn it.
Yeah, it can be a pain sometimes.
The actual objective of Days of Doom is not to queue it. I'm not entirely sure that I've ever played this TFO. I may have.
It is not very well liked. I've joined this one via Elite Randoms before, and I've seen like 2 or 3 people immediately just leave it. Yeah, thing's getting nowhere near the station. Oh, the station's taking a beating. I'm going to go help it.
Alright. I'm going to keep very slowly moving between 2 things.
Yeah, well, I was seeing the outpost health still drop. I was just checking. Okay, it looks fine.
Yeah, I can definitely see the bomb
Yeah.
delivery part being a pain if you're not in a zippy ship. Like if I was in my Machla, this would be really fun because I would be crawling over between one and the other.
That should do it.
Look,
The red
Watts,
hit.
I'm just trying to look for an excuse to justify getting away from the bomb delivery portion. Okay. Trying to see if that outpost, by any chance, needs a little bit of help.
Just a little bit?
I mean, it looked like it was dropping a little bit. It's still dropping.
Although now it's healing. Whoops. Launch the Defiant Pets and arm the Genesis devices. Yes. So definitely the way that we can stop a Planet Eater is by throwing planets at it.
Yeah, this part, you're doing this for just 10 minutes no matter what, so this is...
That's why.
Yeah. You do it once and you're like, oh, that's cool, but then the prospect of doing it a bunch more times, no.
Yeah, I can see that. Anyway, delivered the bomb. I haven't seen Jaws in a long time, so I doubt that was a perfect imitation of Drexler. But... turn, damn you! Oh, don't turn! I changed my mind!
Oh, I just teleported right in front of it.
Good luck!
Oh, I thought it was far enough away that time.
It would be interesting to see, if all the people who worked on STO got together with a lot of you people and looking at the data of how you people play STO. What do you mean, you people? And just took a look at like what you could do differently to design this game from the start. Because obviously the problem is that the meta game became destroying things and playing through content as fast as possible, and then the developers had to find ways, like time gating, to force people to play content for longer. Yep.
I botted out and teleported as I saw that it was. Oh no!
I figured it was Nihilus. I just could not remember how Quint's voice sounds.
Yeah, it would be nice to be able to go through and improve the tutorial. I mean, there's things they could do.
Yeah.
To make it easier for new people, like starting with weapon power maxed out, I think would be a big boost for a lot of people.
Yeah.
If they're not going to look at any external stuff and see that, that's a huge boost.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, if you're not looking to chase deeps or get into the end game, then you don't really even need to do that. You can still play through all the content. It's just, there are a lot of people who might want to do really well who can't because the tutorialization is bad.
I think there's also an aspect to some people see the DPS stuff and they assume that every bit of the advice out there is just for, getting max, and you don't have to take every last bit of the advice, copy it one for one. You can just take the bits that are going to apply and, still allow you to play the game the way that you want, just more effectively.
Yeah. I mean, the big problem with that is knowing which parts are going to apply.
Yeah.
Both builds I've done with Mara and with you have been, okay, put this here. And, I know it's doing stuff, but I don't really know why. It is the unfortunate thing that the game, because of the amount of work that's been put on it over the years and the amount of systems and stuff, just really kind of needs a doctoral level dissertation to really understand it.
Yeah, we got it.
Nice.
Target shield has failed. Scott here. The Dreadnought warp core is ready.
Thanks, Trexpert.
Feed it to the Doomsday Machine before it makes a meal out of us. We shielded against the enemy weapons the best we can, but we don't have time to build another. Better make it count.
Thank you, SFC 2411. I could have just said SFC. I always end up reading people's full names in chat.
Well, well. The Federation has a new toy.
Gotta destroy it now.
Forget their pathetic starbase and take out that bomb.
All right, Hawaiian Shirt, thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again on one of our streams, too.
See you, Steven.
You did it! You took out a doomsday machine! Unbelievable!
Oh, we don't need... For some reason, I was thinking we still needed more running back and forth. It's been so long since I've done this TFO.
Well, now we've done it. Good job, all of us.
We're out of it. We have escaped.
I mean, yeah, I remember Cthulhu, you and I working on, like, let's add guides to the website to make this thing make sense, and Cthulhu was writing for, like, a year, and then eventually came back to me with, you know, like, this is going to be, like, a 600-page dissertation, and we couldn't really put that on the website. So many jackal mastiffs. And one dinosaur. Oh.
The best part about that TFO is finishing it.
I've had worse times on TFOs.
Yeah.
I played the ground Borg TFOs before.
Oh yeah. Cthulhu did some good guides on the subreddit around the time I remember.
Yeah, we just couldn't. We wanted to partner with both the subreddits a bunch, but are you spin kicking my dinosaur? But you know, there was that time that builds decided to shut down in protest, and Reddit is often difficult. So
yes, that's part of that is why on the Discord side, the builds Discord is not run by the same people.
To prevent this misunderstanding from continuing in chat, Trexpert Charas Trexpert is asking how you know Enochian in the first place, like how you know it well enough to have recognized that it was that the Iconian language was Enochian. I'm guessing, based on your answers, that the answer is you Googled an Iconian ship name and came back with it was a word in Enochian. Come on, get up, get off the floor. Wait, don't kick my dinosaur. There you go.
Trexpert wants to know, what would I recommend for a general purpose build on console? It'd be just a standard cannon scatter volley build, like you've probably seen on a bunch of the build guides over the years. Probably wouldn't do uncon because that'd be too many things to have on the ability wheel over there, but like an isomag heavy setup with cannons or fire at will, like either way it'd be fine.
Yeah.
And don't play console.
Wow. Damn.
I can't say that. You've seen no build guides?
People who make guides tend to be PC players. A lot of what they say does transfer over to console, but you're right that there's a bunch different too.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say take a look at some of the builds on like the builds Discord. Yeah, the builds, they're mostly going to be on PC, but you can, just transfer them over to console.
Yeah.
Oh, Uncon actually works pretty well on console because most of the abilities are going to auto-execute. Nice.
Yes, I do know, Trexpert. Don't worry. All right. Well, it's about 2:40. We've done a lot of fun stuff. I think I'm gonna wrap up here.
Yeah.
Spencer, are you gonna keep streaming, or do you want to? Are you gonna wrap up as well?
I'm gonna wrap up as well.
All right. Well, then, thank you very much for hanging out with me and for helping me build a ship and for doing some fun content. And thank you very much for everybody who joined in. I'm gonna put some links in chat, and then I don't know if you do this, Spencer, but go ahead and do that too if you want. I've got a couple of socials you can follow me on. I'm Vengeance God on Blue Sky, and I'm Broken Infinity Films on Instagram. We have a Discord for Vengeance God streams that you can click on that right there and jump in. You can also join the STO Build Discord that just got posted about. The League of Swords, I was going to post about it in a second, but I guess it just automatically posted itself. So it's my web series that is a combination of professional wrestling and sword fighting. You can find it at that YouTube link there. I host 3 podcasts on the Ace of Geeks podcast network. The Ace of Geeks podcast, Yavin Radio, and Edge of Reality. Ace of Geeks podcast, 4 best friends come together. Each brings a piece of media that they've consumed that week, and then we make them fight to the death. Yavin Radio is an improvised Star Wars podcast, including a guest appearance by Katrina, who was on the stream earlier, where my friend and I play 2 Rebel Alliance officers who are sort of the losers of the Rebel Alliance, and are on Yavin base after the Battle of Endor, interviewing people that we find around the base. And Edge of Reality is our TTRPG podcast. We got 2 seasons of that. Both of them are about awkward teenagers. And then, let's see. We mentioned the merch store earlier. I'll show you some of the beautiful things you can get on a t-shirt there. We've got proud captain of a frisbee strapped to a canoe, and the USS Oberth, a frisbee strapped to a canoe. You can also get t-shirts with my logo and mouse pads with my logo there. And I've got a wish list if you want to buy me stuff. I'm currently looking for a new Xbox controller for my PC. There's a really cheap one on there, and Stream Deck. So if you want to buy me stuff, you can, but you don't have to. All right, anything that you want to plug, Spencer?
I'm from Nick. I am contractually obligated to mention that harmonic shield linkage is a wonderful personal space trait, and everyone should go buy one off the exchange. No, but aside from that, if you guys need build help, head on over to the STO Builds Discord server. We have a ton of people on there that can help you out. Whether you're doing things at a casual level, DPS, whatever, there's help there for all levels. And aside from that, I've got a ton of YouTube videos coming out this week, the reviews for the 15th bundle ships. So let me drop that link in the chat here. I don't have it set up on Twitch, so just bear with me.
No worries.
I primarily nowadays stream over on the YouTube, but yeah, okay. That link will work.
Yeah, I stream
So,
both.
If you guys are curious to learn more about the
Crazy.
15th, I've been doing that. It's the YouTube side just ends up being a lot better for me for whatever reason.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, folks, he said optimistically. Thank you all so much for joining. I am going to throw us. I haven't been able to raid Priority 1 back before, but they are streaming right now, so let's do that. So I'm gonna send all y'all over there. Go be nice and have fun. I don't know. Are you gonna raid anybody from your end?
I'll throw them towards Priority 1 as well.
Great. So we're all gonna raid Priority 1 at once. All right. Well, folks, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. We will be back tomorrow on my channel anyway. We'll be back tomorrow at noon. And we will be back for image. All right. I'm just going to add it. Nope, not a slideshow. Professional streamer here, folks. Swear to God. Tuesday, but that's not it. Ignore that. All right, we'll be back tomorrow for Gigabash. We're going to do some giant kaiju fighting each other. It's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in at 1 p.m. tomorrow if you want to see that. All right. Thank you, everybody. And we will see you.
Thank you all.
Next time. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.